So T-Man was actually the one that set this up for you,
Okay.
but he vanished.
Yeah, he left.
Yeah.
He asked, and then he was standing.
So he vanished. But basically, this is a gift for you because we heard you like gaming.
Okay.
So go ahead and open it.
Welcome back to another video, guys. In today's video we had a chance to work on a special project for Logic. It is a custom controller with his branded character on the front and his logo on the touchpad for a PS5. So let's go ahead and take a look how we ended up painting this particular controller. Thanks for joining me on another adventure, and if you guys are new here, my name is Ernie and I customize just about anything from promotional products to one-off gifts like the one we're going to work on today. So I want to give a big shout out to Johnny at Kustom Kontrollerz. He's making everything happen here with all the custom controllers that we end up painting on this particular channel. Everything is through his brand. Check him out, Kustom Kontrollerz with a K and a Z at the end. And we're going to go ahead and get started by digitizing the logo and trying to make a stencil for us to be able to work from. Since we have to do everything from scratch, we have to start at the beginning and we have to recreate the logo and digitize it using Illustrator. What we're trying to do here is create an outline where we can use our vinyl cutter and then be able to create stencils off of this particular digital file. At this point in the process, I'm trying to figure out how many layers or how many stencils I'm going to need per each particular color, and I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to airbrush some of the colors or I'm going to use a regular brush. It might be a little bit easier to do it and then coming back and just cleaning up the outline. So I'm trying to figure that out as I go along. Of course, I'm going to make some some areas thicker than others because once it gets cut on the vinyl, it may be too thin for us to apply it, or it may break during the cutting process. So I'm trying to keep that in the back of my mind to see and make it easier for the machine to cut all of these small little lines. I went ahead and cut all my stencils out. I actually have a stencil outline of the actual touchpad itself and the size. That kind of gives me a registration point for me to be able to line up the touchpad, and then in Illustrator what I do is center and position my logo exactly where I want it to be. So once I use the outside border as my guide to put down the actual product or the actual piece, it's gonna fall right exactly where I wanted it to be. And once the stencil is already applied on there, I'll go ahead and remove the negative space or the stuff that needs to be removed in order for me to be able to spray the color down. Working on these controllers is a little bit difficult only because the imprint area is kind of small, and also the controller itself has a lot of weird shapes, so it's kind of difficult to get stencils to apply nicely and evenly around the curves. So sometimes they tend to bunch up or curl up, and it's very difficult to spray because then obviously the paint gets underneath the the crevices or the foldovers, if you will. So that's why I like using vinyl, and if you heat it up a little bit, it tends to stretch a little bit, so it'll help you around those nice curves. Alright, the touchpad is almost done. We just got to do a couple of touches. For now, we're going to go ahead and move down to the faceplate of the controller. I've already gone ahead and pre-painted the entire controller, the base coat, if you will. If you haven't seen how I prep these controllers, go ahead and take a look at my channel. I have some videos on how to prep the plastic, how to paint it, and how to protect your first coat. So let's go ahead and move on to the character itself and see how I ended up painting that. As you can see here, we are prepping and creating other controllers at the same time. So we are painting multiple projects at the same time. It makes it easier for us to prep and paint them at the same time, since we're using similar materials and using similar stencils as well. And today we're using the Frisket material. It's not actual vinyl, so it's similar like vinyl. You can cut it like vinyl and put it in your plotter or your Cricut. What this does, it helps you, it's not as sticky as regular vinyl material, and it's also clear, so it'll allow you to put several layers down and be able to see exactly where your registration is. This way each layer lands where it needs to be. I'm going to try to do as much painting as I can with the airbrush. This way I can cover and finish quickly, but in some areas and smaller details I will be using the brush to help me get a more refined coverage, and this way I don't have to do or use that many stencils, because it tends to get a little bit harder as you use more stencils throughout your project. So I'm going to try to limit the amount of stencils I have to use, and try to use the brush as much as I can. And then once I'm done, I'm going to go back and try to just touch up the black areas and try to make it nice and neat. If you guys want to see some projects ahead of time before I upload them here on YouTube, make sure to check me out on Instagram under designer Ernie. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. This way you guys can follow me and kind of see what projects I'm working on at that time. Some of the projects that are Instagram are not going to make it onto YouTube, but you will get to see the kind of stuff that I get to do on a day-to-day basis. And while we're working on this controller, don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you like these type of projects, or if you want to learn how to do some of this stuff. Make sure to hit that notification bell as well. This way you get notified every time we upload a cool project like this. For now, let's keep on going, and yeah, don't forget to follow Kustom Kontrollerz on Instagram. I'm gonna link a link in the description below. This way you guys can follow all the projects that Johnny Boy has been working on, and some cool collabs with really big companies, and always making some cool projects. So yeah, let's go ahead and finish this controller and take a look at the final results. After all that work and those details, I think the controller came out really nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at the reaction of Logic when Johnny Boy delivered this controller. And for now, I'm gonna take off, and hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.
Basically, this is a gift for you because we heard you like gaming.
Okay.
So go ahead and open it.
What the fuck is this? Let's go.
It's all hand painted.
I'll see you online. This is amazing.
That's awesome.
You made it?
Yeah, I have a team, so
Shout out to you.
whatever you can think of.
You don't understand. Like, I'm on the bus tonight using it.
There you go.
How amazing is that? Yo, bro, bring it in. Give me a hug, bro. Come on. No. Thank you so much. Dude, I don't think you know how much this means to me.
No, you don't know how much this means to me. I know you're friends with Dashy too, and I
Yeah,
grew up,
Dashy's my boy.
dude, I grew up watching it, met him at E3, tried to do something. Like, I've been in the gaming industry for like...
Oh, dude, I'll have to intro him. He's a great guy. Dude, this means so much. This is not a bit. This is not like, oh, here's the camera.
I'll tell you, like, you know,